We are witnessing a demographic shift in our society as seniors and boomers, people who are now over 51 years old, currently represent about 30% of the U.S. population. Every day there are 10,000 people reaching the retirement age. Some are set to retire, many cannot afford to retire, and all of them are living longer. My name is Jim Connor. Welcome to Game Changers Silicon Valley. This segment of tonight's show will look into managing the quality of life for this boomer and senior group. My guest is Larry Hayes, currently the publisher of Active Over 50, and a prime example of living the dream, of being mentally, physically, and socially engaged in the over 50 lifestyle. This is the magazine.
Yes,
correct?
It is.
Why don't you tell us a bit about the magazine?
Well, basically, people are living longer, healthier, and they're more active than ever before. The mission is to encourage and inspire people to stay active as long as they can. And that's not only physically, but it's mentally, it's socially, and spiritually. So on the cover, I try to feature someone who is at least age 50, who represents the mission of Active Over 50. Now, this particular cover for the fall issue features Walter Die Brewer, who is the CEO of Scanadu, and it's a healthcare company. But he is inventing a new technology that's going to revolutionize healthcare. So the old stereotype of, hey, at age 65, I'm going to retire to a rocking chair, or I'm going to play golf all day, those days are gone forever. You know, the key factor is, we talked about this earlier, is that you need to stay active, you need to stay engaged in the community. All these factors, lead to a longer, healthier lifestyle.
So what's your basic thought process if a person's sitting in, let's just call it Sacramento, California, and they go, boy, that Larry Hayes is pretty impressive and very inspirational. I'd like to get more involved. They don't know how to get a hold of a tennis team. They don't know if there's a senior group out there that's active. And I guess the first thing is come to your magazine, but is there a way to find some local resources or make a connection to the local community that follows this approach to life?
There's quite a few outlets. Right off the bat, I would say I'm a very big believer of the website, the internet. There's a meetup group that has tremendous activities for any age group. There are various activities at corporations, at churches. There's no limit as far as activities if you want to stay involved. And that's really the key, is getting involved and trying to keep moving, stay active one day at a time.
There's been some research that the intellectual stimulation and mental stimulation is extremely important to ongoing health at all ages, but especially at 65 and older. Have you found anything to be typical or had any experiences in observing that?
Well, I have. One of my mentors of life is a doctor named Walter Bortz. He is an expert in longevity and wellness. He has written like 7 books pretty much on the aging process. And from him I have learned, and from my own observation of the last 10 years, that the key, there's one thing you can do to help you mentally and hopefully keep you active, and that is exercise, Jim. It's as simple as that. Just keep moving. That's the best thing you can do. Of course, there are other things you can do, a healthy lifestyle, just staying engaged in the community. All these things are important.
Good.
But exercise is the best thing you can do to stay active.
And you made one other point when we were talking earlier about the power of volunteering. That's a huge way to get involved, and there are so many organizations that will accept the expertise and the participation of people at all ages, but the people you're talking about have great lifetime experiences as well as accomplishments, and they can make quite a contribution to a volunteer effort.
My wife volunteers at Kaiser Hospital. She's been doing this for 10 years. My gosh, the volunteering, there's a whole world out there. And I would encourage everybody to seek out, do something. Just don't stay at home and watch television or play golf all day, or tennis. Just get engaged in the community. You'll live longer, you'll be happier, and you'll be healthier.